Cortland Simmons with you here on this second day of November in the year of our Lord 2018. And November the 2nd, 2018 means only one thing. It's showtime. Day one of the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships from Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. The host of the Kentucky Oaks, and of course the greatest and most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Run for the Roses, better known as the Kentucky Derby. And over the 2 days of these 14 races to be held at the historic Louisville Oval, day one, of course, is Futures Friday, and day one is today, November the 2nd. 5 Grade 1 events for the juveniles, and this is going to be an opportunity upon these races being contested to see what the future holds for racing fans, breeders, trainers, owners, and connections alike. And so one of the better races on this card, on the 5 race card on day one in terms of the Breeders' Cup menu of races, is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. That is a flat mile, $1 million. It drew a full field of 14, including the favorite Newspaper of Record from Chad Brown's barn. She was very, very impressive after breaking her maiden in the Miss Grillo Stakes. She won that race by 6 3/4 lengths, just absolutely decimating the field to earn her favorite status here. She's a horse that seems to have a world of talent, but as I've always said, grade 1, grade 2, or even a strong grade 3 race, there's no such thing as a sure thing. She's the 2-to-1 favorite. She comes out of post number 6 in this 14-horse field. But there are others in here lying in wait, and that's what's going to make this very interesting. Is Newspaper of Record going to devastate her opponents once again, or are we going to see a very competitive finish or a complete surprise? That's always the myriad of $64 questions going into any top event. And one of the other top horses, speaking of which, in addition to Newspaper Record, who I think is her equal, is Concrete Rose. She's probably going to be the second choice. There probably will be a battle in the odds for that second, third choice. She's at 6-to-1 though, so therefore there's an open door as to who the second choice is going to be for all the wagering public out there. So wonderful, or just wonderful, out of the Aidan O'Brien barn, ridden by Ryan Moore. She's 6-to-1. She had a bad run in the Mogliere Stakes in Ireland, came back to Newmarket and won the Rockville Stakes. Seems like she's back on track and ready to pounce in this race. And then you have in addition to her from Europe, the MACKEM Bullet. She was third in the Chevrolet Park Stakes. A very, very strong performance, which makes her, in many people's minds, a viable and live contender in here. And then you also have Lily's Candle, who was very impressive coming from off the pace to win the Prix Marcel Boussac on ARC weekend. She was very impressive at the flat mile in that race. And as we all know, mile races in Europe are more demanding than in the United States because of the hills and the undulations and so forth.